Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to Train Simulator 17. So this is the updated version of the game, of course, and I recently got the Canada, what's it called, Lake Louise pass, and I've been playing that a little bit. So here I am in the Canadian Pacific, and I'm doing a little scenario here. It says, you have been provided a switch task list you're working with around the car shop, and then making up the consists of Windmere Subdivision Local Train 566, but first you'll need to fuel your locomotive. Your switchman will need to handle the yard switches as you work Yardmaster out. So our first task is pick up fuel. Okay, we're already here, so let's go ahead and fuel up. And you fuel up. Here we go. There we go. Turn that off. So I don't know where our fuel level is. Oh, there it is right there. Does it show our actual fuel? Oh, there it is. I knew it showed it somewhere, but I was trying to figure out where exactly it was. So this is about a this is kind of neat because like I think there's only 2 DLC for Train Sim that is Canadian related, and this is the Canadian Pacific. And they also have I think it's a wide nose one. I picked up that one as well during the Steam Autumn sale. So I think we're almost fueled up here. I'll show you the inside of this thing. It looks pretty similar to the Union Pacific. Maybe not actually. I'd have to actually get into one to compare. I think we're good to go. I guess we're not quite fueled up. Alright. To reach the area of the yard, you'll be working first. Proceed forward to the stop at Golden Yard Track 30. So let's go ahead and take the brakes off here. And engage. So one of the nice things about this truck is this particular train, or locomotive I should say, is that it's a diesel electric, memory serves. So it's really simple to actually maneuver and actually increase the speed, decrease the speed, all that jazz. So if you want to do that, it's actually really easy in comparison to, like, let's say a steam train, which is really difficult. Now, I've already done one scenario with this Canadian Pacific, and I've already discovered that well, it's because of Train Sim, but you have to be, of course, very punctual. And if you're not very punctual in this game, you'll definitely find that you have some problems. All right, let's put the brakes on here a little bit. We're just using the train brakes here. About 60% here. Slow down. There we go. I believe it's if you go like 100, if you go like 90%, I think that's what it is. You will. I think that's considered emergency brake if memory serves. Yes, we're stopped. And go via track 27. So we're gonna wait till it stops and ready to go. I've actually been here in real life, which is the reason why I thought this was so cool. I was actually there this summer on my honeymoon, so. Ooh, that was nice. You need to reverse out the east end track. Alright, and we need to go to track 27. So let's go ahead and verify we're on track 27. Holy smokes. Center on the player. Wow, that's a huge yard. Is that on the right track now? I don't think so. Track 27 is... That's a siding. We don't need to go to the siding. So we want to go that way, out of there, which will take us... Can we get to that second track there? Yes, we can. There we go. This is the hard part. You got to make sure you're doing things right. Take the brake off and reverse backwards here. And we're going via Golden Yard Track. I've actually been to Golden. I think we drove through it, if memory serves, which is kind of neat. What we wanted to do when we first went to British Columbia was we wanted to take the train all the way out there, but unfortunately, it's actually pretty expensive to do, and it just wasn't feasible at that time. But I still want to do it. So maybe in the future we'll go out that way by train. But for now, unfortunately, it was a little cost prohibitive at the time. So, all right, so try and keep our speed in the yard under 20, but maintaining 20 because If you don't maintain 20, you're not going to actually get the timeliness bonus, which is a bit annoying. I think there's nothing there, so we need to go back, couple to the 2 potash cars. That's the potash is definitely something you see out west, which is kind of funny, and drop them off at Golden Yard 20. So this is like one of those missions where you have to do lots of track switching. I think this is what it's supposed to be. A switch. Well, it said we were supposed to do a switch job, so it makes sense that this is what's going on instead of an actual journey. But I don't mind these actually. Perhaps I wasn't supposed to do that. I think I was supposed to go forward and then backwards. Whoops. But I guess we'll get on the right one anyways. But perhaps not in the right way. Where are we here? Oh, we're on the track. Are we on the right track? Where are we? Yeah, that's right. I don't know where these potash things are, but they're not to the front. Okay, yeah, that's right. Thought I read it wrong there a second. Track 19, so we can actually probably stop here. Or we'll slow down at the very least. Because I'm not sure where track 19 actually is. Oh, here it is right here. Track 19 is right here, so we want to go there, there, there. That's good. Go there. And we need to go all the way back here to get turned. Oh no, we can actually just go straight here now. Alright, let's go forward. Put the brakes on here. I think we're good to go. Oh yeah, we're way far enough back. So now we need to turn the brakes off here, get forward, go forward. I think we might be a bit late for this. Whoops. This is in career mode, so I have to be a bit careful. Golden Yard track south 20. Oh, we actually want 19, not 20. Let's see, is that right? Nope. Or is it? Yeah, this is the problem with switching ones. You have to pay attention, but you also have to be like on point, which is kind of the hard part sometimes. Let's see, where the heck am I? Which track am I on now? I was at 13. Nope. Let me go backwards again. C'est la vie. This is what happens. I wish I had like numbers on this track or something. That would be a lot nicer to have that kind of. Oops, slow down there again. It'd be a lot nicer to have like the actual track numbers there. I don't know if they actually do have that though. Maybe they do. I'm just not being observant enough. It's entirely possible. All right. We want track 19. So there's Golden Yard track. Where exactly are we? Golden Yard. Track 27. Right here. There's that one. So we want to go, yeah, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right. We need to get onto that one right there, which we're not on. Here we go. Alright. What are you doing? Other direction. Get my buttons all mixed up here. I think we're on the right track now, if I had to guess. Alright, so I think I got the right track set up here now. I'm going to go ahead and see if we are actually going in the right spot this time. That is always the problem when you're... Yep, there we are. So it took a little bit of figuring out. I always find it's a bit strange the way they have the map set up. But like not in a bad way, just that it just seems... I'm just not used to it because I don't play this game too often. So we need to couple our... couple it to the track to the 2 Potash cars. Good. And then drop them off at... Slow down, Iain. Slow down. Getting dinged here. We're going to get a timeliness bonus in a second here, too. One thing I did find, what I have found with this particular one is I have it set it in like Windows mode, I guess, or windowed mode, I should say. But it feels like there's like every now and then it'll have to load something, and when it has to load something, it'll like you'll see the FPS dip. And I don't know if that's related to just because I haven't played all this scenario yet. I suspect it is partially, but that's one thing I definitely have noticed so far when playing this particular one. So I have to go up here to this section, and then we're going right, I believe. Oh no, it's up here. Alright, whatever. Now I have to be careful, because I don't know which one's 19. I think it's the second one right here, so we're going to slow down here a little bit. So I'm pretty sure it's those 2 red cars right there. Oh, maybe not. Just as well to go slow anyways in the yard. You can actually do it manually too. You can actually, as you look outside of the train, you can actually kind of hit the actual connectors themselves, or the switches, I guess they would be. All right, let's get these 2 cars here. Take the brakes off. Just bop them real quick here. Which button am I looking for? There we go. These 2 cars to be worked on in car shops. Proceed to Golden Track 20 South. Okay, so we're on 19. So we actually have to go backwards now again? Yes. Well, kind of. Alright, so we'll go bring these back. We have to go to 20 because we have to go to right there, so, which is kind of funny because you have to like go back, and then that's the way these ones work though, right? So I don't know if this tractor, I don't know why I keep saying tractor, but this particular train is used in this combination a lot, or this situation a lot, so it's nice to have, nice to see it in some different scenarios. So there's those switches I was talking about there. You can manually switch them if you like. Here's the horn. One thing I'm not certain about is, I don't know why they have it set up like this, but it's actually set up so the bell automatically comes on when you hit your horn. So I don't know if that is... It's done for a reason, but I don't know what the reason is. We want 20 south, so we want to switch to that way. Yes. And you go forward now. Take the bell off. That's a little annoying here. Alright, put these in the 20 south here. I'm super happy I got this. I've been eyeing this particular train and this particular I don't know, route, I guess, for a long time now. But it's been like $40 regular, but it adds like, and you get the train and you get like a whole new route that goes all the way across, like in the British Columbia area. So because of that, that's the reason why it's pretty expensive. But that has prevented me from... Oh, you're speeding here. Slow down. There we go. That has prevented me from getting it multiple times now. Alright, we can slow down. Looks like we can drop it off right here. I don't know if we actually need to go into the yard specifically or not, but it looks like we can just drop them off here. And the next thing is couple one covered hopper. There we go. Nice. Decouple, so we can go here and decouple 33926. Yeah, so these two. There's one covered hopper at the shop that needs to come out, okay, which is on that track. Let's go backwards. Take the brakes off here. I don't know. This is like I guess it's one of the workhorses of Canada. Canadian Pacific. Oops. So we're getting a little bit too hard there. This Canadian Pacific, and I guess the Canadian National CN Rail as well. I don't know what happened and why the original reason why they split, or if there was a split, or if they're just originally two separate companies. So we want to go on that track there. So once we pass this switch up here, right there in fact, we can switch to 22, which is the next one here. We want to go 22, there we go. And the funny thing is, if you actually mess up which direction or which way you hook up to the actual trailers, the actual wagons themselves, you actually get dinged for that as well, which makes sense, I guess, because like you're not doing it the way you're supposed to do it. So, but I guess I suppose a lot of trained people are very precise, and that's the reason why they do that. Or like in real life, you have to be very precise, and that's the reason behind it. Am I going to the right spot? Yes, that's right. We move that. Okay, we're good. Just want a couple of these ones up here. Let's go ahead and hit the brakes a little bit. Some people really like these. I don't know. I'm not sure if this is called shunting, but some people really like doing this kind of yard work. I like it because it's definitely challenging because you have to do it in a certain amount of time as well. Let's put the brakes on a little bit more here. It's coming a little hot. Hit it at about 5 kilometers an hour, 5 miles an hour. There we go. Don't want to slam into it. There we go. That's good. Yard 18. Let's go backwards. Gotta be careful not to hit the gas too much. There we go. And we need to go to yard 18 now, which is where? That one right there. Okay, so let's go ahead and that's what those look like. That looks pretty good. Government of Canada. They actually look like that in real life too, which is kind of neat. Go figure, right? Alright, so we're going to go to 18, which is back down here again. On this other little section. And we'll get hooked up there. And we'll go. This doesn't do justice to the mountains, though, in British Columbia at all. If you've ever been to British Columbia and you've seen the mountains, this looks dull in comparison. But it's a nice yard, though. Alright. Once we get past this next one, we can actually stop. We can hit the brakes right now and slow down. Going 20% here. Then we need to go to 18, which is that one right there. So you can't tell, but I'm tilting my head to see the track. There we go, and we want to go there. I'm setting them up all wrong. That's fine. There we go. That's 18 right there. Yes. Okay, let's go forward now. Keep the brakes off. Should be going in the right direction. Hopefully. Yep, there we are. Golden Yard. Yeah, if memory serves, we actually went to Golden. We drove around Golden. There's lots of rail history around British Columbia. Interesting little fact. In Canada, the reason why British Columbia even joined Canada was because I think it was Sir John A. Macdonald promised that he would build a railroad that connects Eastern Canada to Western Canada. So a little bit of tidbit of information for you. It's in one of the rail books I've read over the years. Actually, I bought that book, and I think about it. I bought that book when I was actually out west. I guess we're connecting to which ones here? I think it's the 2 red ones over there. Okay. Don't need so much brake. Quick sip of water here. Alright. Slow down. Hit the brakes again a little bit. Don't want to come in too hot. It might be too hot. That might be okay. Whew. Now I have 4 tank cars sitting on the track 17, so I want to add those ones. So let's go backwards now. We want to hook up to these ones right here. They look pretty solid too. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell or not, but what's happening is the acceleration is definitely slowing down now that I'm hooked up to a few more cars. Alright. Once those last little few cars pass, we will hook up to this one right here. So we can hit the brakes now. There we go, perfect. That's the one we want right there. And where are we here? Good. We want track 17, yeah. So these ones right here. There we go. Let's go forward again. Take the brakes off. The gas back on. There is a view, I believe, where you can set it up so it sees like the end. I think is it this one right here? Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of. It's funny because you wouldn't be able to see much if you're actually doing this. Like, I don't know how you could tell how fast you're going. Like in reality, like, could you imagine trying to do that? I guess you wouldn't be doing it alone, I'm assuming. You'd be doing it with somebody else, because it seems like it's the kind of task you would have to do with somebody else, because it would be kind of dangerous by yourself. I don't know. I guess it depends on how big the yard is. Like, this is a pretty big yard, so. Alright, we got those. Good. Good. The next cars to add, it consists of changes are the 4 covered hoppers sitting on track 16. So these ones right here, it looks like. Let's go backwards here. I'm going to pull these ones all the way back, and then we're going to go pick up these 4 ones right here. I guess they're going to make us pick up those ones too. We're going to find out here. What do we got? Yeah, 16, 15, and 14. Yep. That's what I suspected. So there's this one, and there's one other one, I guess. And then I guess, you know, this is how they do it in the yard, though. So, makes perfect sense. Yeah, those are nice. Close and lock doors before moving car. They never look that pretty. There's usually a ton of graffiti on them. Alright, we're at the end here. Take the brakes. Put 20% brakes on here. Let that slow down. We want 16, so that would be that one now. Yes. And we can go forward again. There we go. I don't know. Like I said, some people really like these yard ones. They're kind of fun. I like doing the scenery ones too sometimes, but I did a scenery one the other day. Actually, I went to, it was like a Lake Louise. I had to take some like empty coal car or something like that to somewhere on the map. But it was snowing. The snow doesn't look so great on in this game, which is a bit sad, but can't have it all the time. All right, yeah, we're connecting up to those now. Come in, we're doing at 8 kilometers an hour. This must be a slight downgrade, it looks like, because we're speeding up just a smidge. There we go. 6.8, 6.9. It's just enough for us to go a little bit too quick, a little bit quicker than I want to. I'm not sure if there is an actual safe speed at which you're supposed to collide with the other cars, because that's technically what you're doing, right? Like, you're hitting the other car. 5.8, 5.7. Yeah, this is going to be good then. We can probably just coast the rest of the way, try to take the brakes off. I don't know, because what happens is you stop dead, so this might be too quick even. So we'll check out the GeForce meter there. Well, seems like it's okay. Of the 5 empty coal gons, I've never heard that word before. All right, let's back up here. Those are the 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, looks like. Good. So that'll be the last task. Doing fairly well so far. What's the time here? And stop. Oh, we have to go to stop at Golden Year Track 14. Okay. We're on track still for the most part. Let's pull these cars out of here. Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, those are the ones we want. Nice. These wagons there, these cars look really good. Grain from out west. Usually, I think in Western Canada, usually they ship it to the coast in Vancouver, I believe. I think, at least. I'm not 100% on that. I'm definitely not an expert when it comes to grain export, but I believe that's one of the places where they export it. There are some other places you could, of course, export to. Alright, hit the brakes. Put 15%. Nice, maybe 20, 25. And we get the last cars at 15, which is right there. Which is that one right there. Good. Slow it down here a little bit more. Change the direction. I don't know if you have to put it in neutral or not. If you can just go straight forward like that without worrying about it. Probably, I don't know. Alright, there we go. Take the brakes off. Put the gas on. This is what I would be doing if I was the engineer, I guess, or whatever you would call this person. You have to lean out. You have to see what's going on. Because, like, in here, like, you can't... I guess you can see it. You can actually open up those things. But this is what the train looks like. Pretty neat. You got your dynamic brake, train brakes. Be careful. Pay attention to what I'm doing. Alright, those are the ones there we want. Track 15, yep, that's right. The train is slowing down. The response time is so slow now. Alright. Take the gas off here. There we go, nice. We're speeding up. Yeah, there must be like a little bit of a dip there. Because it's just enough to like speed you up more than you'd like. 20% brake on. It might be a bit too much. Yeah, it is. There we go. It's just a little bit too much. It's funny because it's just enough for us to slow down too quickly so we don't just coast to the other thing. Because like in an ideal world, you don't want to hit the other car too hard because you could do damage to what was in the other car. So for example, if you're transporting glass, I'm not sure why I'd transport glass via train, but it's definitely possible. All right, what do we got here? Last little bit. Let's connect these these 5 cars up here. Slow and Steady wins the race. Put the brake on a little bit more. Nice. Okay, now we need to place the full cut of cars for train 566 on Golden Track 14. Alright. Put those brakes on here. Change the directions. And there we go. We want to go backwards though. I think what I'm doing right now is probably not the best thing to do. Like I basically just put it in reverse before we stopped. So yeah, it's weird. The bell automatically comes on. So we need to wait for this one to clear this track out here. And I think it might be a bit late. A bit later than I would have liked at least, but still relatively on time. Yes, we're close. We're close. I guess I should have been harder on the brakes. I don't want to go too much faster than this because it's going to take forever to slow down. Take the brakes off, or the acceleration off. Wait for the train to clear the last little bit there, and then we'll go on to this track right here, which I believe is track 14. Those brakes on now. Let's slow down. So, track 14, is that the right one right there? Yes. So it's the last one here. So once we get past, there we go. And then change the direction here. Wait for the train to fully stop. There we go, perfect. And almost. Slow down. Go in the opposite direction now. Perfect. And as soon as we get all the cars on there, well, that would be the last task. And we're supposed to do this by 7:32, so we're going to be a minute late, unfortunately. Yeah. So we may get a timeliness penalty for that. I don't know how much of a penalty. I guess I was being too careful with the cars. Alright. There's the last little bit on there. Let's wait till the train gets on the last little bit, and then I'll stop it. We should be able to do this by... Take the acceleration off there. Slowly slow down. Once the whole train is on the track. Looks like we're almost there. Good. Nice looking train though, I must say. Pretty pumped about that. Like I said, I've been waiting to get this particular DLC for a long time, because like this is like one of the very few Canadian ones they have. They have this one, I think one other one. They have a couple of Union Pacific ones too. But this is one of the few Canadian ones. So I was like, I gotta get it at some point. So I think Landy, actually, in Steam it says who owns this as well, and Landy Kid already has this. So I think there was one other person that may have had it already as well. All right. I forget which brake this one is. Is it the locomotive? That's the dynamic, and this is the locomotive brake. So the train brake would be this, and the locomotive brake would be all of it, I guess. There we go. Stop. 2 minutes late. Let's see what the timeliness penalty is going to be like. So we're at 529 points, which is a good positive, but we may lose like 1,000, 2,000 points for this being like not on time by a couple minutes. C'est la vie, I guess. But I guess if you're like in reality, like if you're running on this, doing this type of thing, and the train needs to go by you, like it's kind of important to be on time. Oh, actually we got points. Okay. We just put together what consists of the CP Train 566, and it is placed on track 14. What do you have us first now? I'll have your next movements for you in a few minutes. In the meantime, sit back and have have a Joe on this chilly morning. Have a Joe, hot Joe. No one says that. A cup of Joe, maybe, but not a hot Joe. Yardmaster out, scenario complete. Nice. We actually did pretty well on that one. I guess that means we got a bronze star. I'm happy with that. Better than most I've done. Excellent. Let's see what some of the penalties were. Drive quality. And then speeding. A little bit of speeding. Not too much. Nice. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me for today. I hope you enjoyed that little look at... that was the... one of the career ones we just did there. We just did the... Ooh, there's the gold star, bronze star. Golden Morning Switch right there. That's the one we just did. There's a few other ones we could do. I may not do these all like in a video because 60 minutes is a long one. But maybe one of the 40 minutes ones will do. So we'll see what happens. So, anyways, my name's Iain Robson. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, why don't you go ahead and leave a comment below with what one we should try next. What scenario we should try next. My name's Iain Robson, and I'll catch you guys later.